Hey guys, Ryan from Recovery Tattoo, back with another one. I haven't done a story time in about a week or so, and I just got out of work. It's wicked late at night, and this is the only time I have to do it. So I'm going to tell a gnarly story of the first mission I got put on in prison, the first 3-on-1 removal for a pedo. And if you don't know what that means for people that have crimes against kids, especially sexual crimes. So I'm going to tell that story. I'm going to try to fit it into one part so I don't have to make two parts, but I know when I get tattooing, sometimes I draw these things out. My bad. All right, so I'm using the Ejectaflight Nano Elite in the blasted brass body. I'm using Ambition battery grip. I'm using the 4.0 cam with the stainless steel rigid drive bar. I am using a Big Wasp standard 3-round liner long taper, and I'm gonna give these nuns here a shot. I kind of really haven't done this style yet, and I've stayed away from faces, but I'm just gonna take my time, and I think these will look good even if I don't do the best at them, but these are really cool and I'd like to get good at them. All right, so yep, that's the machine I'm using, the needle I'm using. I'm probably going to start out around 8 volts. We'll see how it goes. This is the first time I'm using the stainless steel rigid bar, which I'm excited about. So we'll see what voltage I got to run at. I'm going to start at 8. And then straight dynamic black ink. We have like a CNC police, 5-round liner long taper next to us. We got a Mass Pro 2 standard 3-round liner. We got and a standard 9 just sitting here. Probably won't use much of any of them. Maybe the standard 3. We'll see. All right, so is there anything else I need? Oh, I need to collect one more thing and then we can get going. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, here we go. So one of my first prison bids ever, because I did one 2-year bid prior to the 7 years that I did, but they were basically back to back, so I did 9 altogether. So I first get there, right? I had my heart check. I don't know if we discussed it. I'll look back, and if we haven't, I'll talk about that. I got my heart check from my people. It's not necessarily always the politics around here, but where I was at the time, I was brand new to the system, and the people I was hanging around with wanted to see what I was all about, so I ended up getting my heart checked early, but that's not really as bad as how things can be. So anyways, anytime that you're dealing with an organization and there's a removal, and when I say removal, I mean means we have to get somebody off the block. It means there's somebody on the block that's no good, whether they're a rat, whether they did somebody dirty on a different block, whether they're a sex offender, or there's a lot of things that can make somebody no good, but there's only a few that make you no good right away. So, okay, boom. So I'm fresh on a block at this time. I'm hanging out with my people, and you know, they kind of told me ahead of time that I'm on the next mission because I'm new on the block. So one day we're sitting there hanging out, and like I said, when you're living in fight or flight mode 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for years on end, it really takes a toll on your mind and fucks with you and makes you like half schizophrenic, always having to fucking think something bad's gonna happen to you because it's very possible and most likely gonna happen too. It's the worst feeling in the world, man. So anyways, we just came in from yard. It was a mandatory yard day, and we come in from the yard, and the new people are in the unit. So first thing right away is people are checking everybody. The people that aren't known, like the people that aren't known by everybody or that aren't already gang members and just known or whatever, all the new people, you know, they get checked right away. Before they even get their bags unpacked, there's somebody on a phone running their name if we don't already know who they are. Because a lot of times we know people are coming. We get a call ahead and we know when people are coming and we just are ready for them when they get there. So anyways, boom, you know, our guy comes back. He ran everybody's name, and we have a convicted sex offender for having inappropriate relations with a fucking 9-year-old. So, when we came in from yard and all the people were there and their checks were done, you know, they called the meeting. And so, you know, there's 8 or 9 of us in this cell, and we're talking about, and not only that, the guy that's a sex offender is a white guy. And out here on the East Coast, politics aren't like the West Coast as much. Like, you definitely stick with your kind for the most part, but it's not like politics like the West Coast to where, like, you can't buy drugs from other races, you can't eat with them, or you can't smoke with them. Like, you can do all that here. Everybody gets along with everybody. So, I know deep in my heart, I already know what's going on. You know, I already know exactly what's going to happen. They're going to put me on this fucking removal. I know it for a fact. And, hold on, I'm just looking at my reference really quick. It was at a consulting firm, and my boss, Lawrence, made my life miserable. He was always right, Paulson. This meant that he always gave our clients these unrealistic promises, and when we couldn't deliver, he'd dock our pay. It was awful. Last summer, I started job searching. It took a while, but I found the perfect job at the perfect company. I'd be doing the same tasks for double the pay. More importantly, the company promised that I'd never work overtime and they'd never dock my pay. The company itself had a stellar reputation, especially compared to where I currently work. I did a couple of Zoom calls with my future bosses, and they liked me a lot. They told me that the job was mine as long as I came to their office for an in-person interview. My stomach's in knots, but at the same time, I'm ready and I know what it is. But I always get that nervous feeling in my gut before a violent altercation. Always. I still get it. But I think it helps drive me. I think it's helped save my life multiple times, or saved me from getting hurt really bad multiple times. So, whatever, everybody gets in. The guy running shit, you know, he brings it up. He says, you know, we have a pedophile, or, you know, one of the new guys is a sex offender, and we have to remove him because he's white. Otherwise, it would be on a different race to do that. So, normally, when we do a removal like this, it's a minimum 2-on-1, if not 3-on-1, and so they ask for volunteers first before they assign anything. And I raised my hand immediately just because I knew I was going to get picked out of the crowd anyways. So I might as well look good at the same time, right? Anyways. So me and 2 other people raised their hand. I looked under the hood and I noticed that some wires had been cut. I don't know anything about cars, but it was obvious that someone had messed with the engine. All I could think was that Lawrence was trying to mess with me. I'd figure it out later though. I had to get to that interview on time. I tried to order an Uber, but my account was suspended. Was that Lawrence? So, getting desperate, I hurried to the bus station at the end of my street. Now it's on me and these 2 kids to figure out, and we have to do it immediately too. You know, it's not like, oh, whenever you get to it, it's okay, meeting's over, go handle business. So, you know, whatever, we plan it, what we decided we're gonna do, and it was, you know, quick and in a hurry that we're just gonna fucking roll in dude's cell right now, basically before he unpacks, and let him know what's up. So they say after chow we'll do it when we get back from chow. And so of course, all I can think about is what I'm about to do. Am I going to get busted? How hurt is someone going to be? I can't control the people that I'm with. You know, and people like to hurt people when, you know, people get enjoyment out of it, and it's fucking gnarly in there. When you meet people that are like, they literally get off to hurting people. They freaking love it. That's what they live for. You know, I have to act that way, but that's not how I am. I have a conscience. I care for people. I feel bad for the people that get picked on, you know, all that bullshit. So anyways, after dinner is the decision, and we are decided to stay back from chow so that way we were there on the block whenever he got back from chow. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking at all the concrete everywhere. It's fucking cold, damp, musty, stinky. But you're just in a dungeon with the fucking worst of the worst. That's it, and you're stuck there with no police on the block, nothing. So we wait for everybody to leave, and me and these two guys go in this guy's room. They're ripping through his shit to see if he has anything that they want, and they're looking for any type of paperwork. So I'm not on that tip. I'm sitting there with my back against the wall so I can see the door, and you know, I'm getting myself mentally prepared and pumped to get into a violent altercation, which I don't care who you are, it gives you the fucking butterflies in your stomach, and you get a little nervous. I don't care who you are, how many times it's happened to you. It might get a little less intense the more you have to go through it or whatever, but no matter what, everybody gets that little nervous feeling before they fight or before they get into a violent altercation, period. That's just how it is. It's human nature. It's not even something we can control. So we're standing in the cell, and to me, time is just not moving, but at the same time, it's moving so fast I can barely think. And my new job didn't work out, but I'm back at my old company again. You know, my heart is just beating in my chest. I could fucking feel it. I could feel it in my throat, like it was pushing my Adam's apple out of my neck. So I'm just taking deep breaths. I'm fucking in my head. I'm just fucking getting ready, telling myself, okay, you know, get ready for war mode, get ready, fucking you or them, it's you or them, you know, you gotta tell yourself whatever you gotta tell yourself to get yourself ready, because when you're in a situation like this, you absolutely have to participate, or something way worse is gonna happen to you. So we're waiting for him to come back, and the time is just dragging, and there's someone at the door, you know, looking to see, so we can see when he comes up, and then we can get in position, and then when he comes in, we can bombard him and let him know what's up. So this is how it goes down. So all of a sudden, one of my people says, "Here he comes," because you could look out the cell windows, which didn't have a window, but there was just a square little hole in it, and you could look out those and see the block and see the day room and all that. So boom, my buddy says he's coming, and so boom, my heart drops. I go, oh my god, here we go, it's happening, oh my god, here we go, fuck, right? And if you don't perform, and you hold back, or you look scared, anything like that is very, very bad for you. You have to act like you do this is what you do. You're just a savage, and this is what you do. If you look scared, if you act scared, if you hold back, if you run away and not participate, very, very, very bad things are going to happen to you. So boom, the dude's coming in. He's a middle-aged, full-grown man. So my heart's racing, my heart's racing, my heart's racing. Then we get the final notification. My boy says he's coming up the stairs right now. And so we all get into position. And we're all just waiting. We have a guy crouched down by the door. We have a guy right past the door near the toilet when you first walk in. And then you got me in the back of the cell with my back to the wall looking at the door. So here he fucking comes. And I'm trying to explain to you guys the feeling that most people will get, most of you watching, if you're ever in the situation and you actually go through with it. You know, it's very much nerve-wracking. It's very much insane. So, boom, I can hear this guy getting close and close and close. He's yelling, he's talking to one of his friends as he's getting closer to his cell so I can hear him. He's getting closer, he's getting closer. And all of a sudden, I can't hear anything. Basically, no, I didn't go like completely deaf, but all I can hear is like muffled noise. It's like I put headphones on, the big ones. And so I'm staring at that door waiting for it to open because I know what's about to happen. I'm just staring at that door waiting for it to open. The seconds are dragging. I can hear this guy getting closer and closer and closer. And I need to take a break real quick, guys. 1 second. What do you guys think? Is it coming out cool? A lot of little detail. I think it'll look sick once it's all shaded too. Plus I have another version right here. But the stencil's starting to bleed because or not bleed, but just like get shady. If you leave them on for like too long, they like get patchy and weird. So that's another reason why I wanted to bang this out tonight. At least start it. Plus I want to, kick it with my people, you guys. Recovery Tattoo. Anybody that's listening right now means you're a real one. You didn't just listen to the first 5 minutes and keep it moving. Love you guys, for real, for real. Oh yeah, I just need to grab my drink. I'll pause it 1 second. Also, I forgot to mention, this is a no weapon removal. So that's why it's a 3-on-1, so that way it's a guaranteed removal. No chances of losing, you know what I mean? That's why the organizations do it like that. Okay, so boom. Seconds are counting and I can barely take it. Like I said, I hear him getting closer and closer and closer, and then all of a sudden my hearing kind of goes out a little bit. And I watch the door slowly open, and he's got his back. He's not even looking in his cell as he's walking in, because this is, I think, the last thing he's expecting right now. I don't think he knew people were going to find out about him that quick. And so, boom, I see the door slide open. He slides his door open. He comes inside. As soon as he turns around, the guy at the door fucking smashes him. Like from the ground up, he came up and smashed this dude in the side of the head so hard that he went flying across the other side of the room and he smashed into the brick wall. Don't go to prison, stay off drugs, guys. None of this shit will happen to you. This isn't fun. I'm not glorifying. This is shit that scared the fuck out of me, shit that changed me for life. You know, I've been out of prison since 2016 and I'm still not the same. So very much strongly suggest against it. So anyways, back to it. He gets smashed in the fucking side of the head by this dude. Rocks him, because you can kind of see his eyes go up. It didn't knock him out, but it definitely rung his bell. And he's like, look, his eyes go up, and he just goes across the fucking room and smashes into the brick wall. And as he bounces off the brick wall, the guy by the toilet does like some fucking jujitsu kick and kicks the dude right in the face, because the dude's already bent down from being rocked. He's kind of like bent down, stumbling into his room. And even though this is very savage and fucked up, and I would never ever live this way now, unless I was in a prison, I guess, and I had to, but some of these stories make me sick because they get worse than this, and even just this, I don't like at all. So anyways, dude gets kicked in the face right after getting rocked and bouncing off the cement wall. As he grabs his face, he bends down even more with his hands on his face. And so now he's kind of like not looking at anything. He's kind of just stumbling back into his room. And so he was like stumbling towards me. By the time he gets to me, like right as he's getting within arm's reach, he takes his hands away from his face and looks up. In this man's face, I could just tell by looking at him, he knew it was fucking over. But before he started to say something, and I hit this guy with the hardest uppercut I could ever have in my entire life. And I think I sprained my wrist because it fucking hurt for weeks after. But anyways, I hit him with an uppercut. He starts to go back. The guy behind him hits him in the back of the head, so he gets bounced back to me. I punch him square in the face. He gets bounced back again. And so like that happens for 2 or 3 times until he gets so fucking rocked and dazed that he starts to stumble and fall. And right around now is when we're saying, the whole time we're saying, we're screaming at him, calling him what he is, calling him by his charges, calling him, this is what you want to do to kids, this is what you want to do to kids, rah, 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 like that, right? And so that way there was no confusion on what the fuck he was getting served for, the way he was. So we commenced a beating on this dude. Now he's just curled up in a ball, and everybody's just hitting him where they can, kicking him where they can, and I'm having to fully, participate just as much, if not more, than they are. Otherwise, shit's gonna fall back on me later. So I don't want to harp on the violent part so much, but basically me and 2 other people bundled this dude up and beat him up badly and made him go to the cops, all bloodied and beaten up, and you know, we made him leave the block. And when I say that, when we make somebody leave the block, we usually beat them up and then make them go tell the cops that they're scared for their life, so the cops move them off the block. If you go up to a CO in any jail or prison and you say you're scared for your life, I mean, that's checking in and ruins your whole career, and you can't live comfortably anywhere after that. But if you're ever in a situation you feel like you're actually going to die or whatever, there is a way out. You can go to the cops and say you're scared for your life, and they're going to put you in the hole, and you're going to have to do your whole bid in the hole.
The whole town had just a couple thousand people, and was also spread out with
23-hour lockdown, limited commissary, totally sucks.
first place I visited that genuinely creeped me out. As we drove through the town's one-lane road, Robbie excitedly gave me a tour of everything we passed. I couldn't believe it. He was actually excited to be back here. He wasn't embarrassed.
So
We parked in front of his childhood home, and his parents ran out to greet us. They seemed like really nice, warm people.
once
Already told them a lot about me.
the beating was over with this guy, and he says he's going to leave,
After settling in, I realized that I had forgotten.
we all leave the cell one by one, like a minute or two, you know, at different times, so we don't just roll out of a block, all of us together.
But she told me that I'd have to
Cops know what's up when they see that shit.
That's when I found out that everyone in this town shopped exclusively at Walmart. That's why they called it the store. It was literally the only store in the area. I asked
So
Bobby to go with me, but he was so excited to catch up with his parents.
that,
I ended up taking his car and driving my
oh, look at that. I was able to keep that to 31 minutes. That's sick.
But even though
So that was one of the first removals I was put on. No weapon,
I always preferred to
3-on-1
Whole Foods instead. I thought of Walmart as the kind of
removal for
I was
a,
pleasantly surprised when I entered. It was a modern, clean building with pretty
you know,
much
the
everything.
pedophile.
The old woman who greeted me seemed really nice, and the cashiers and customers all smiled.
None of us got any room for them in our
I see
lives.
a lot of new faces. I went to the pharmacy section and got the medicine I needed. Then I got some wine to bring back to Robbie's.
If any of that or any of my prior stories sound fun to you,
Small talk.
sound like that's something, this is shit that you want to go through,
In-laws for the first time. She
and
smiled,
you're a drug addict and you're already out there committing crimes, just keep doing it, man.
and the woman's expression instantly
Just
caused
keep
me
doing it. I promise you that you're going to look back in a cell one day and be like, damn,
The woman looked at
Ryan said this was going to happen.
me. Then she printed out my receipt and wrote something on it before she placed
I
it.
promise you that's what's going to happen.
Thank you, and left. When I got back in the car, I pulled out my receipt to see what she'd written. It was a single
And if
sentence
it's
at the
not
bottom of
me, it'll be, you know, someone else, whoever else was telling you the same thing. Because prison's no fucking joke, and it's not made for most of us. I promise you it's not. It's not really what it's like on TV. It's not really like anything until you're there. Your whole perspective will change once you're there, I promise you.
He looked up and smiled at me. With the notes still on my mind, I started to see the house in a new light. The walls were covered with family photos, but they were framed paintings of weird symbols. The huge painting just above the dinner table showed a witch.
So what I'll probably do is I'll time lapse
I sat down at the table, pretending that
at least the rest of this outline. Maybe start a little bit of shading just to see, just to mess around. And then I can hit you with another story time when I do the shading and or the outline to the other one as well. Plus I have a couple of projects that I want to finish up on in a video as well. Alright guys, like, I'm going to finish this one up.
If they wanted to poison me, I wasn't going to take any chances.
Bunch of shading left.
Robbie gave me a strange look, but he didn't say anything.
This is just a couple of things that I got to finish up. Not too much though.
I knew that there wasn't any poison involved.
And I also got to make a video going through my
I started eating too.
portfolio so far, because I probably have hundreds and hundreds of pieces to show you by now.
Let's have a toast.
All right, guys. Ryan's from Ryan's Recovery Tattoo. Like, comment, subscribe, DM for if you need someone to talk to about anything. DM me if you want some custom design tattooed. Let me know if you want something custom engraved. Let me know if you guys would like a reaction video a week as well. I could do reactions on tattoos, good ones, bad ones, whatever. Give my opinion, make fun of them, laugh, whatever. Let's make this a channel that people want to listen to. All right, that's really what I'm looking forward to. All right, Ryan from Ryan's Recovery Tattoo. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Please comment. I'll get back to every single one that does. And I will see you guys on the next one. Ryan, out.
It should have been easy.
Well, I feed them with slugs, my arrogance is apparent. Parents don't like murk. They know if the daughter hears them, they scared that she might twerk. My shit's so fucking cold that I'm carrying icebergs. And you fairies, it's light work, so just spare me the nice words and smirk.
Fuck y'all, I'm having fun right now. I got 'em at I'm #1 right now. I see they scared of me, well I be too. They crying cause it's obvious that I'm that dude.